It's Friday, January 17th. My name is Rich, and this is your 5-Minute Fix. Welcome to the 5-Minute Fix, where we take stories about pretty much anything from pretty much anywhere and try to give it to you in 5 minutes or less today. Oh my goodness, guys. What the hell is going on? How is this even a thing? How is this accomplishment something to be proud of? About a month ago or so, a young lady named Lilly Phillips from the UK, she completed an astonishing task, okay, of sleeping with 100 men in 24 hours. And I think this was probably the most viral part about that whole situation.
I think I was you know when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous. It was like the day before, I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. But it was good. It was more, I guess the interactions weren't like, I'd have to stop them early and like, you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you got to go. And like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like you didn't give them a good time because like they only got 2 minutes.
Seemingly regretting some of the situation, feeling pressure. She wasn't able to pleasure the men for as long as they requested, wanted, required. And well, obviously that led to a lot of negative comments, a lot of judgment around the situation. And then I guess there was the fact that she, didn't know that certain sexually transmitted infections could be passed along through oral sex. It was wild. It appears some ladies from the UK didn't want to be outdone because another corn star actress, fellow OnlyFans content creator, Bonnie Blue, decided that she was not only gonna one-up, but 10x what Lilly Phillips accomplished. Imagine being one of these dudes. How down bad are you? This is bananas. Absolutely crazy to be one of these guys. A part of history, I guess. Get your name in the Guinness Book of World Records, maybe? I don't know. Not for me. This is what it was like in Bonnie Blue's 1,000-man sex cave. Talk about a wild scene. LOL. By now, you've probably heard about OnlyFans star Bonnie Blue and her sexual exploits with more than 1,000 men. When I wrote about that historic achievement, I joked about what it must be like to be guy number 1057. Well, the Daily Mail didn't find that particular dude, but they did locate one of the men in attendance, but wound up backing out because he was a little too shy. I don't blame the guy. After seeing all those dudes, like some guys, no clothes on, socks, just absolutely nothing, just another way, no clothes, shoes on. Wild. This guy's gonna go be 577 in a row of 1,000 dudes, and this man's worried about getting his feet dirty with his shoes on. Crazy. Ali Walker, who claims to have been one of the oldest men there at 42, told the outlet it was, quote, the most surreal experience of my life, end quote. The most jarring aspect was everybody who showed up was handed a blue ski mask to wear when they entered the room to have sex with Bonnie Blue. And while the men waited to enter the mythical sex cave, it was dead silent. Everyone was focused. Walker explained, you could hear a pin drop. Talk about a wild scene. One woman having marathon sex with 1,057 bank robbers, most of whom waited hours for a turn. Walker revealed that for much of the action, there was no less than 30 to 40 guys in the room around Bonnie taking turns. He wasn't prepared for a GB and couldn't quite muster the courage to join in on the fun. Is that how we describe it? While he didn't participate, Walker still admires what she did, capturing 12 hours of footage. The event began in the early afternoon and lasted well into the night. Quote, I don't know how she did it, he said. While this guy didn't get in on the action, he at least had a front row seat to Bonnie Blue's legendary performance. It's like sitting courtside for Michael Jordan in Game 6 of the 1998 finals. Look, I ain't gonna go that far and say that. An interesting feat? Sure. I'm sure there's crazier things that have been done to set a world record. This is probably, definitely up there, but definitely probably not the craziest thing done to garner a world record. This is what Bonnie Blue had to say about it.
You've had 1,000 men inside of you today.
Yeah.
What hurts more, your mouth or your...
Probably done that a little bit. I don't need a wheelchair, I am fine. Just feels like I've had a heavy day in the bedroom, which is exactly what I've had.
Heavy is an understatement. Heavy? That's all you gotta say is heavy? God damn.
I think if it had continued how it did for the first sort of 3-4 hours, I would have struggled.
Let's get a round of applause in the room, people. There we go.
This is absolutely wild. crazy. And like the place where this happened, I was questioning to myself, I was like, what kind of establishment would let this go down? Well, I'm pretty sure it was at like a swingers club or something, somewhere where a lot of sex happens all the time, something like that. But what do you think about this situation? I'm very interested to see what the comments are like on this one. I'm sure, you know, it'll get a little bit crazy. Let's try to keep it cordial. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. My name is Rich, and this has been your 5-Minute Fix.